Hello everyone, this is Jim Ogrozinski with your delayed screencast video. My apologies about being a bit tardy, but it's been pretty hectic over the last 4 or 5 days with a lot of essay submissions and things happening as we're wrapping up, heading into the end of the semester. So I've made a few modifications in the schedule. We are still doing discussion board number 5. I'm looking for an initial post on Tuesday. It's a pretty easy activity. I'll cover that in a minute. Also, the two responses will be due on Friday. Should be an easy activity there. And then I'll talk about exercise 4.3 and also the first draft that'll be due next week. So, just a reminder, many people have uploaded their annotated bibliographies. The double entry assignment is due end of day tomorrow, Tuesday. I moved that out. So if you have any questions about the double entry, I'll double check the drive folder as we move along to see how everyone's progressing on that particular activity. So let's take apart discussion board number 5. Discussion board number 5 is a favorite of mine. It is exercise 4.1, dialogue with Dave in the textbook. You can see it, you can read it in the textbook. I pretend to be Dave, and I have the left side, right side type of dynamic going on, much like you have for the double entry. So what I have is all of Dave's questions, pretending I'm Dave, and you would answer these questions on the right side about your topic. So I say, remember, this is a conversation, so I'm expecting some engagement here. I don't want one sentence or two-word answers. After you finish answering Dave's questions, complete step 2 and answer Dave's final question from the textbook. Create a thread with your last name in the subject line and begin writing your post. The initial post and 2 responses is worth 10 points applied to the reading notes average. Okay, so this is discussion board number 5. So let's see, we want to get to the course unit for chapter 4. I will rotate these chapter and units out when I finish the screencast here. So the first item that you have on the schedule then for the week will be the exercise 4.3, right? So after you finish up your double entry journal and you upload that to the assignment in the chapter 3 unit, you're going to move on to chapter 4 with exercise 4.1, and then we have an activity here that is exercise 4.3. It's called the 3 ways in. So after reading multiple leads on pages 128 and 129, complete step 1 in a GDoc titled exercise 4.3, your last name. So after you write your 3 leads, choose the one you like best and write a paragraph about your reasoning. How will it contribute to your essay? Why did you choose a particular opening? So I actually want you to write 3 openings, 3 lead-ins, introductions to your first draft of your research essay integrating your topic. I don't want you to write and tell me about those lead-ins. I believe there's about 10 or 11 in the textbook that Ballinger offers up as possible lead-ins to your particular research essay. Take a look at the types, select 3 that might fit your particular topic. All right, label them so I know which one it is, whether it's anecdote, background, question, quotation, announcement, any of those openings that they have there. Take a look at them, see which fits with your particular topic. All right. So I'm going to look for one document that is exercise 4.3, your 3 leads, and then your wrap up paragraph. And then there is also a peer review report. Let me see if I can get a peer review report right here in the research essay drive folder. We're going to start collecting everything into a research essay drive folder. So complete this about exercise 4.3. All right. So once you're done with this, leave this in your folder. All right, because if you take a look here, what you should do is get into the research essay folder, create your folder, last name, research essay, and start collecting information into your folder. So let me get back to here. All righty. So the drive instructions for the research essay in our course folder, you will find the research essay assignment folder. Okay, this is what we'll use to collect our documents. Create a folder in the research essay folder, and folder should be named your last name research essay. So each student's folder should include the following documents: exercise 4.3 and the peer report that I just demonstrated and illustrated on the screen, your first draft of the research essay, and there is another peer report right here for the first draft of the research essay. Then the final draft of the research essay will also be in that folder, so I know exactly where to find it. I also say that if you want to add your annotated or your double entry in there to help you with organizing drafting, you can put that in your research essay folder. That is entirely up to you. So I've included the link here. If I click on that, yes, it takes me right to the same spot, hopefully, right into the folder, the research essay folder there. So that is all there for your use, right? There's that one, and then the three ways in. All right, and then you do that. So let's get back over to three ways. So I'm looking for exercise 4.3, the peer review report that you write about your exercise 4.3 and your drafting journey so far. And then just pick anybody. There isn't many students left in the course. Just grab somebody who's completed their exercise 4.3 and their report and write a peer review. Share with them your thinking, collaborate on the openings, which you think would be a good opening for their potential first draft, right? So this upload here on this one assignment, click on this. All righty, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, and click on Write Submission. So in this text box here, you are going to upload three links to your exercise 4.3, your peer review report about exercise 4.3, and then your one peer review that you wrote about somebody else in the class. All right, just copy and paste all three links into this text box, click submit, and you're all set to go. I'll pick up those links and I'll work from the submission in Blackboard. Remember, we always have to have something uploaded to Blackboard for grading. All right, so one thing, what's left? All right, so that's 4.3. Now, in this screencast video, I'm going to talk about the first draft of the research essay. All right, so there is 50 points on the first draft, and I'm quite comfortable with giving all 50 points if all of the criteria are met, right? So as I say, a draft of your research essay will be due. I call it a bit of a consultation draft, and I'll explain that in a minute. Long as everything is in there. So this is what I'm looking for. I got a successful first draft will and be submitted. Well, I'll change the date in here because that's obviously wrong. So let me change that date here to the due date that matches the schedule. So I'll look for that to change after I finish this video. Anyway, I believe the due date for the first draft is next Tuesday. So I'm looking for something that's a deliberate organizational structure, contains substantial material from a minimum of 6 separate sources, strategies of paraphrasing, summarizing, and quotation, some of the activity in chapter 3, looking for in-text citations and a works cited page to indicate cross-referencing, okay, and also to have an appropriate reader comfort. Give me double spacing, indented paragraphs, standard fonts, 1-inch margins, and page numbers, and stretch this to a comfortable length between 7 and 8 pages of text, all right, with an additional page for your works cited page, right? All right, so the first draft instructions, again, prior, there are no revisions of the first draft. Revisions are saved for the final draft of the research essay. There is the drive folder for the first draft, right? Please upload your GDoc link to the first draft by clicking submission. Copy and paste. I'll ask you to also update your peer review report to add that to this particular assignment which will be down here. Okay. All right, so that's the first draft. That is exercise 4.3, and then also discussion board number 5. So we're winding down to the course. We've got the rest of this week and then 2 more weeks. Once again, as I mentioned, the course does end on Friday, May 8th. It closes out. That is the time frame for the second 8-week course. I will not accept anything past that date. I will keep all the assignments open, whatever you're missing. I will accept just about all the late submissions I can, but please be aware that May 8th, Friday, end of day, is when everything will close down. If you have any questions after my rambling screencast video here, please send me an email. Look for a lecture video, which hopefully will straighten some of this out about midweek. Yeah, about midweek. And yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, please contact me via email. That being said, good luck and stay safe out there.